My name is Dinah Carter. I'm a doctoral student in the program studying DC's Community Land Trust Policy. So today I'll be discussing Washington, DC's double-edged sword, community development versus community displacement. How does a community land trust play a role? Okay, so Washington, D.C. has a population of over 700,000, which is predicted to spike annually 11,000 by 2030. The poverty rate is higher than the U.S., and its average median income is over 120,000. So according to studies, Washington, D.C. has the fastest and most gentrified neighborhoods in the U.S., and 28% of low income living in these areas are being displaced. So the mayor has put through an aggressive plan to build about 36,000 homes, in which 12,000 of those homes will be affordable. Affordable housing is defined as subsidies given to those who are less than 30%, up to 80% of the average median income. So I just want to throw in there also with the rent formula. The rent formula says that rent should be less than 30% of income. Anything over that would be considered cost burden. However, this formula is very controversial because it doesn't include amenities, housing costs, and it doesn't include utilities. So from 2008 to 2012, 40% of DC households had a high cost burden. Okay, so this is one of DC's current community development projects. It's the 11th Street Bridge that they're rehabbing. So this is what it looks like now, and this is what it's going to look like. So it's actually a physical and a metaphoric bridge because it symbolizes the dividing line for generations between Ward 6 and Ward 8. So the bridge will be the first elevated park in DC. It's about the size of a football field. It's going to connect wealthy Ward 6, which is Navy Yard's Capitol Hill, to under-invested Ward 8. And it's going to be a pedestrian-only bridge. It's going to boost a lot of economic activity in the area. But in Ward 8, 10% of the affordable housing in that area, their contracts with the city for the subsidies are due to expire between now and 2022. So a lot of people are going to be getting displaced once new investments, because these developers can potentially flip these affordable homes into market rate homes. So this is just a demographic comparison chart. As you can see, Ward 8 has 3 times the poverty rate. The unemployment is almost twice as high, and the salary is only a third of Ward 6. So this is just some of the demographics. So to combat this displacement, DC has implemented a community land trust. So community land trust is basically a nonprofit, goes, buys the land, owns the land forever. Land can cost anywhere between 20 to 50% of the actual housing price. So this is how the nonprofit makes it affordable. So the nonprofit then, which is the community land trust, either rents or sells the physical property that's on the land to low or moderate income residents. Now it's a 99-year renewable lease, meaning the resident can either pass it down to generational wealth, or if they decide to sell it. If they sell it, they have to sell it at a pre-calculated affordable rate that's determined by the land trust to the next low or moderate income family. So the CLT is made up of a board of directors and members. The members is anyone in DC who agrees with the policy and is committed to being a part of the movement. Now the board of directors and members, they basically vote and decide on the activities of the land trust, activities including the next purchase of affordable homes, as well as some of the wraparound services that they offer their clients. So DC's land trust has a lot of challenges as well as advantages. Some of the challenges that is mostly spoken about is it's just a very complex model in general to understand. Right now, they're not getting any support from the DC government as far as tax rebates, funding, or any type of land donations. And the limited equity. When a resident goes to sell the home, they're selling it at a prorated affordable rate, so they're not recouping everything at market rate. However, they do have some advantages. Advantages include having a 3-part board, which makes it an inclusive decision-making process. Upward mobility, far as the residents, studies have shown that the residents who participate in this program, even though it's limited equity, they're able to take that money and actually buy a home on the private market. Residential engagement, a lot of the wraparound services basically empower some of these citizens. So a lot of residents who participate in this program have gone on to become elected officials. And also studies show that the community land trust, the rates of foreclosure is less than the private sector. Thank you.